following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Then I want to say, before leaving for Washington... Oh, we on? Everybody loves somebody sometime. Yeah, baby, everybody. Boy, to look at me, you wouldn't believe that I feel so good tonight. I do. I woke up 5 o'clock this morning trembling and shaking all over. I fell asleep with my electric toothbrush in my mouth. That's why. And another reason I don't feel good is I'm getting worried about Jeannie. I think she's getting absent-minded. She's starting to forget a lot of little things. Like this morning at breakfast, she cooked me 2 eggs and she forgot to take them out of the hen first. Yeah. I know this is on because I can hear it. Now listen. Oh, my house, it was a madhouse this morning. No, you got a minute, listen. My dog swallowed a whole bottle of aspirin. I got right on the phone and called the vet. He said, well, give him a headache. Hey, I wish all of you knew how funny these were reading them. I'll tell you how I see it. But you ought to see my new garage. I had a revolving door put in it. Yeah, I could figure, well, they'll come in handy some night when I'm sure I don't want to go home. Oh, boy, now, don't you go away, because here's a nice fella to tell you...
Hey, Dean, how are you, Dean?
What do you mean?
Don't get up. No calls, please. Save it for the end. Dean, you know I don't interrupt you.
Hey, don't touch me. Okay. I scare you when I say
it. Since it's only 1 week to Thanksgiving, may I give a message to all the turkeys in America? Run for your life.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
The Dean Martin Show, starring Sid Charisse, Dom Deluise, Buddy Ebsen, Barbara McNair, and Les Brown and his band of renown. Brought to you by...
Warmth and affection, love and protection, turn to me. If ever you want someone who's tender, darling, remember, turn to me. Whenever you find that life's got you down, I'll be around. I'll be around. Anytime, night or day, I'm only a phone call away. I'll wait for you half of my lifetime, but I'll wait a lifetime if that's how it must be till you turn. What a me. You girls are crazy.
Warmth and affection, love and protection.
Turn to me.
If ever you want someone who's tender, darling, remember.
Turn. Anytime, night or day, I'm only a phone call away. I waited for you half of my lifetime, but I'll wait a lifetime if that's how it must be till you turn to me. Kid's a real singer, and he sounds so good, people ought to pay a luxury tax just to listen. Oh, boy, I've got to tell you about a great show I got for you tonight. And all my wonderful guests, the lovely and talented Miss Barbara McNair. She's here to sing for you. And Miss Sid Charisse. You got Sid Caesar there. Hey, Sid Charisse. Sid Charisse. She's lovely, and she's going to dance for you. And she's one of the greatest dancers in the whole world. And this afternoon, I got dizzy just watching her legs. And she was taking a nap at the time. They painted out there? And now Mr. Buddy Ebsen is here. You know, Buddy and I got a lot in common. A long time ago, we both started out as, ballet dancers. Ballet, you put a Y after the T. Ballet dancers. I'll never forget those days I sent away to Sears and Roebuck for a pair of those tight, ballet pants, but I had to quit. The first time I bent over, Sears and Roebuck split partnership. And she was taking a nap at the time. And another one of your favorites is here tonight. That very funny Dom DeLuise. He's such a nice guy, and Dom's about the most considerate man that I know. Yeah, he's so considerate, he didn't want his wife to worry. So he never told her she was pregnant till after her baby was born, see? And he never even told me, so that's why I lost off that gag. And yes, you're going to see all these wonderful people on my show tonight, and here to entertain you, first of all, the lovely and talented Miss Sid Charisse. That was beautiful. What, Sid, I can't call you Sid. What a name for a beautiful girl like you, Sid.
Thanks so much, dear.
I'm so happy to have you on my show. I just love to watch you dance.
Well, thank you. You know, the reason I really wanted to be on your show is because I wanted to dance with you.
Oh, no, I don't dance.
Of course you dance.
I won't dance.
Why?
I won't dance.
Why?
Don't ask me.
Oh, come
I
on.
won't dance. Don't ask me. I won't dance, my dear, with you.
All you do, you put your hand right there.
My heart won't let my feet do things they should do.
And I put my hand right here.
You know what?
What?
You're lovely.
Closer.
You know what? You're charming.
Closer.
You know what you do to me?
That's close enough. Let's sway. Oh, nice. How about a waltz? Here we go.
But when I hold you in my arms,
Now you're getting the idea.
why dance?
Charisse. Oh, lovely Miss Sid Charisse. Thank you.
You all know my wonderful guest, Mr. Buddy Ebsen, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, Buddy and I are going to introduce a new panel show called Let's Find Out. Today, the world is torn in a gigantic struggle between the East and the West, and yet somehow there are a few countries who manage to stay neutral. How do they do it? Our guest tonight is the leader of one of these neutral nations, Dr. Shandor Meshek, who will answer the question, how do you stay neutral? Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Shandor Meshek.
How do you do?
Hi there. Good evening, Doctor. Won't you sit down?
Yes, immediately. You see, I sat. Just like he said. He said sit, and I sitted. Oh, you have a little lint.
Dr. Meshek.
Yes, what? Anything. Anything at all?
Tell me, is your name pronounced Meshak?
Yes.
Or is it Meshach?
Yes.
Both?
Anything. I'll even answer to a whistle. You go, I'll be right there. I said, let me clean that up for you.
I think the foreign aid has helped you.
I do too, and anyone who says different answers to me.
I disagree.
Talk to him.
All right.
What?
Don't we send you fully equipped chemical plants so you could export alcohol?
Yes, and it makes us very happy.
Exporting alcohol makes you happy?
We don't export the alcohol. We import olives, vermouth. We stay up all night. We have a blast. I could have danced. I would dance around the embassy, you know, until one of us falls down. And then we sit on him and we sing a song.
Under foreign aid, we were supposed to get something in return.
You're right. He's right. He was supposed to get something in return.
Well, I don't remember getting it.
He does not remember getting anything in return. What'd you get?
Lemons and sugar.
Lemons and sugar.
Lemons and sugar don't sound like foreign aid.
That's right. Lemons and sugar doesn't sound like foreign aid. It sounds like lemonade.
Wait, I think you got something in your eye.
That's funny.
I don't think it's funny.
I don't think it's funny either. What are you laughing about? Making a joke about a serious thing? Go ahead.
Well, don't you take sides on any controversy?
I do. I take sides in all controversy.
What do you think about Turkey and Greece?
Delicious. You take turkey, a little
and
grease,
greasy,
and you
I
dip the
know.
bread in the gravy.
I think it's time you took a stand on something.
I can't stand because he told me to sit, remember?
Hey, oh, wait, just a second. Yeah, Dean, what? Oh, for the... Doc, it's for you. It's from your country.
Oh, from my country.
Jawohl.
Excuse me. Hello? Ah, yes. It's finished, huh? It exploded? How many megatons? Good, good. Thank you.
And now,
Excuse
what
me.
is your answer?
My answer now is...
Hey, don't you go away, because we got a lot more show coming up right after the station break with my guests, Buddy Ebsen and Barbara McNair and Sid Charisse and Don Deluise. They'll be back too. Oh, I had one other great act tonight, but too bad we can't do it because you would have loved it. Yeah, Sophie Loren was going to come on and do her impression of Twiggy, but the steamroller broke.
The second half of The Dean Martin Show is brought to you by
How about that jump? I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, Ken Lane here, the old timer, he's a wonderful guy, but good out. But he's so unlucky. Yesterday, yeah, yesterday he's so unlucky. You know you are?
I never
You don't know
knew
that.
that.
He's so unlucky. Yesterday he got beat up at a love inn.
I'll walk alone, because I tell you the truth, I may fall down.
That's pretty.
Once I had a secret love, until my genie she found out.
She's beginning not to like these things I'm saying. You laugh laconically. Well, I'm going to go to the couch, and I'm going to sing a song. Remember?
Pretty song.
Remember the great words of Sinatra, who said, love thy neighbor, but don't let it get around.
Phil Harris, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Phil Harris.
Oh, he's crazy, I tell you. Boy, he spills more than I drink.
Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm weak and honey, oh, so strong. Nevertheless, I'm in love with you. Maybe I'll win, maybe I'll lose. Maybe I'm in for kind of crying the blues. Nevertheless, I'm in love with you. Somehow I know at a glance the terrible chances that I'm taken. Fine at the start, then left with a heart that's aching, breaking and busting in two. Maybe I'll live a life of regret. Well, maybe I'll get so much more than I get. Oh, what a mess I'm in. Nevertheless, I'm in love with
He's a great actor, a wonderful dancer, and he's one of the tallest guys I ever saw. Yeah, he celebrates his birthday every June 14th, 15th, and 16th. Mr. Buddy Ebsen.
like the things you do. I mean, I like the likes of you. I like your eyes of blue. I think they're blue, don't you? I mean, I like your eyes of blue. Oh, if I could only say what I mean. I mean, if I could mean what I say. That is, I mean to say that I mean to say that I like the likes of you. Your looks are pure deluxe. Looks like I like the likes of you.
That was beautiful. You know, you do those eccentric dance steps like nobody in the whole world.
Stop me if I'm wrong, Dean, but I've been watching your show for some time, and that little speech sounds just like you're fixing to steal one of my steps.
Oh, what do you mean by that, pal?
Well, if I could recall correctly,
What?
you picked up this from the Step Brothers.
Hmm.
And then you borrowed this from Eddie Foy.
Hmm.
And then Ray Bolger got hoodwinked into showing you this. And I don't want you to show you any of my steps.
Oh, I don't want you to show me your steps. I already know them.
You do?
But your tutu, I know. Been doing your step for years. Yep.
You mean to tell me that you can do this?
I can now. Yeah.
Well, Dean, now that you got them, we might as well put them to use.
All right. Here's a happy tune you'll love to croon. They call it Sam's Song.
Catchy as can be, I must agree that it's a grand song.
So forget your troubles and wear a smile. You'll find you'll never go wrong if you learn to croon this happy tune. We call it Sam's Song.
Now watch it closely. Go. 1, 2. Would you like to try? Last time. Here we go.
If you learn to croon this happy tune, we call it Sam's Song.
Mr. Buddy, that's it. Buddy, thank you. Now here is a beautiful girl, a lovely lady, and a wonderful singer, all wrapped up in one. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara McNair.
Stand well back, I'm coming through. Nothing can stop me now. Happiness is overdue. Nothing can stop me now. Now I know that there is a promised land. I'm gonna find it and how. Hope is high, and I'm gonna cling to it. Tie every string to it. Give everything to it. I'll make my dreams come true before my final bow. Part the clouds and show the sun. A brave new me has just begun. Free and wild and 21. Nothing can stop me now. On the other side of the tracks, that's where I'm gonna be. On the other side of that great divide between fame and fortune and me. Gonna put my shadows behind me. Give my inhibitions the axe. And tomorrow morning you'll find me on the other side of the track. French cuisine, that's what I'll have. Nothing can stop me now. Trade my jeans for Saks Fifth Ave. Nothing can stop me now. Fly away from me, Mr. Worrybird. Nothing can wrinkle my brow. I'm all through with living fictitiously. I'm moving ambitiously. I feel deliciously ready for a dream or two. This is my final vow. Sunshine's gonna get my vote. Nothing's gonna get my goat. No one's gonna rock my boat. I'm gonna make it somehow. Nothing can stop me now. Where am I going? And what will I find? What's in this grab bag that I call my mind? What am I doing alone on the shelf? Ain't it a shame? No one's to blame but myself. Which way is clear when you've lost your way year after year? Do I keep falling in love for just the kick of it, staggering through the thin and thick of it, hating each old and tired trick of it? Know what I am, I'm good and sick of it. Washington Square, no matter where I run, I meet myself there looking inside me. What do I see? Where am I going? You tell me. Staggering through the thin and thick of it, hating each old and tired trick of it. Know what I am, I'm good and sick of it. Where am I going? What do I see? Anger and hope and doubt, what am I all about? Sitting here on the shelf all alone by myself. Where am I going? Where am I
And you sing just as beautiful as you are. That's good. You know?
Thank you, Dean.
It is all right.
Yeah, you know I love to be on your show. But people always ask me, and I can't answer, so if you could, they want to know if you ever get nervous.
I'll say I do. Should have seen me around 3 o'clock this morning. I was a nervous wreck.
Really? What
Yes.
happened?
Well, what happened? I was driving home, and my car was hit by a parked house.
Oh. I don't want you, but I hate to lose you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blues.
I forget you, 'cause I can't forget you. You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea.
I ought to scratch you off my list, but when you come knocking at my door, fate seems to give my heart a twist, and I come running back for more.
I should hate you, but I guess I love you.
You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I ought to scratch you off my list, but when you come knocking at my door, fate seems to give my heart a twist, and I come running back for more.
I should hate you, but I guess I love you.
You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Miss Barbara McNair!
Thank you.
Miss Barbara McNair! I broke her up. Yes, sir. What a singer. What a... We got a brand new comedian on our show tonight, and he's real funny. In fact, this afternoon, this guy was doing his act, and one of the dancers laughed so hard she fell off my lap. Ladies and gentlemen, Albert T. Berry.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, I think all of us, at one time or another, have always wanted to put our own little twisted endings to some of these commercials that they have on TV nowadays. Well, here's a couple I'd like to change. First, the Jolly Green Giant.
Hey, Jolly Giant! What noob sides, ho, ho,
Whoa! Or how about, I wonder what these commercials like are overseas, you know, like, for instance, Japan. And they go, oh, Fujiyama, Bleth Mint. No, Fujiyama, Candy Mint. Whoa, Fujiyama, Bleth Mint. Or have you ever seen this one? You're in good hands with Home State. Miss one payment. Or how about, I have to tell you that I just came down here from San Francisco, and I took the bus down here, and every time I come down to the Hollywood area, I go on one of those bus tours where they bring you behind the movie studios and they actually show you how movies are made. You cannot believe the mistakes these people make before you see the finished product on the screen. It's ridiculous. Well, I wrote down quite a few of these mistakes. For instance, these first three are Westerns. First one, this marshal comes riding into town. Whoa, baby, whoa, whoa, whoa. Come back, I'm not mad. Well, the James boys are on the outskirts of town. She got a former papasha here. You see, Ralph, Jake, Roy, want to come along with us? All right, you two, little Luke. Come along. But leaning up against a saloon door, there's always that young kid, you know, all dressed in black. Black hat, black shirt, black pants, black boots, and pearls. What about me, Sheriff? Can you use an extra gun? Yeah, Sure, can you handle a gun? Oh, a little. Well, let's see it, all right? Cut these thrillers right out. And you know, every single one of these westerns, they always end the same way. You know the big shootout between the good guy and the bad guy? This particular movie, the sheriff and the bad guy are walking down the center of Main Street like this. First time in heels? I'm giving you the sundown to get out of Dodge City. But this is Abilene. High noon. Especially, you probably never got a chance to see this high noon. You there, stranger. You're a stranger in town, ain't you? Well, I don't know if you know this or not, stranger, but this is a pretty rough town. Ooh. Now, listen here, stranger. Every time we have a new stranger in town, we like to watch him dance a little bit. How about it, folks? You want to see him dance? The band feel like playing? Oh, yes, you're gonna dance like you've never danced before. I got 2 pearl-handled 6-guns here that says you're gonna dance. When I count 3, you better be ready. 1, 2, 3. I had a chance to learn how to play tennis. And tennis, you know, is such a very, very fast game that you miss many of the highlights of it because it is so fast. Well, right now, I like to do a tennis match, but in slow motion. Tennis match in slow motion.
baby, I'm gonna tell you something. It's 2:45. And no one in the place except you and me.
And him?
And him. So set him up, Joe.
One line you got in your louse up. I got a little story
that you ought to know.
Okay, pal. Listen, get it off your chest. Every night he comes in here with his problems. All right, what's the matter now?
She's done it again. She's done. I can't stand it. I tell you, I can't stand it.
You're playing right into her hands, pal.
Yeah.
Well, I can't help it. I'm jealous. She makes me jealous.
Listen, they all do that. That is part of their game.
As soon as she thinks you're not jealous, she'll be eating out of your hand.
That's right. And all you gotta do is make her think that you trust her.
Well, that's easier said than done.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Of course you can do it. Believe me. Hey, but let's take an example just for fun. All right? I'll tell you something. See how you react to it. Picture this. You're waiting 3 hours for her to come home from a date.
There you are. You're waiting 3 hours for her to come back from a date.
Here she comes. Her lipstick is smeared. She can't seem to walk very straight.
Here she comes. Her lipstick is smeared and she can't seem to walk very straight.
Then she drops a bottle of rye without batting an eye. She says, a train wreck made me late.
Well, fella, what do you do?
Oh, I would trust.
I'm proud of you.
I would trust. By George, I swear I would trust.
I think he's got it.
No, I'll never be jealous.
You'll never, never, never be jealous. Listen, I'm really proud of you. Don't blow your cool and you didn't. Let's take another example, all right?
Yeah.
Look at my lips. Picture this. You've nothing to do, so you drop into chat for a while.
There you are. You've nothing to do, so you drop into chat for a while.
Something's up. The window is open. Your girlfriend is forcing a smile.
Something's up. The window is open. Your girlfriend is forcing a smile.
Then you see a hat, a cane, and a pair of gloves in a nice, neat little pile.
What are you gonna do?
Why, that knowledge. I would trust. I would trust.
That's it.
By George, I swear I would trust.
I'm proud of you.
No, I'll never be jealous.
You will never, 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 never be jealous again. There will be no more nightmares to sleep through.
No more keyholes to be through.
That's my
No
plan.
more bushes to creep through.
That's my plan.
And now that you're a new man,
Picture this. You go to your sweetie's apartment to borrow the key.
picture this. You go to your sweetie's apartment, you borrow the key.
There she is. She's giving a sailor a very affectionate squeeze.
Yes, she is. She's giving a sailor a very affectionate squeeze.
And to boot, she tells you she was in the arms of her cousin who's back from overseas.
Her cousin back from overseas. But don't you expect me to believe that? Why, I oughta. I would trust her. I would trust her. By George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous.
You'll never, 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 never be jealous again.
Falling down or the dance, that's a dream of romance, or the scene where the villain is mean. That's entertainment. On a drum, an electric guitar, body knows, an exploding cigar, they're the tricks that can make you a star. That's entertainment.
Style, kid.
Well, thanks. I was a little nervous. It happens every time I audition.
Relax, I got great plans for you. We open in Boston, Cleveland, then Chicago, New York, and if you're good, I'm gonna take you to Hollywood.
You mean?
That's right, you're gonna be the next senator to California.
A star has to work day and night and rehearse till it's finally right all at once. Comes that opening night.
That's entertainment.
He touched me. He put his hand in mine, and then he touched me. It wasn't accidental, no, he touched me.
She's lying. I never laid a hand on her.
Act means a talented gent who will go to most any extent just for you and his 10%. That's entertainment.
Mr. Burke, I got the greatest act you ever saw in your life.
That's what they all tell me. What is it?
A trained flea I got right here. A trained flea.
Oh, don't waste my time. One of these acts are a dime a dozen.
Oh, not this flea. I've trained him for 20 years. He's the best in the business. Just listen.
Be my love, for no one else could win this yearning.
Fantastic.
That's enough, Oscar. Now. And will you hear him play the piano? Come on, right up there. Play the piano a little bit. Go, Oscar. Go, Oscar. Go, Oscar, baby.
Huh? I've heard enough. This flea is dynamite.
Come here, Oscar. Sit right down here.
I'll open him tomorrow night at the Latin Quarter and give him $250 a week.
$250 a week? That's a deal. Oscar!
To a typical spot where the acts give it all that they got, and if the food and the music is hot, that's entertainment.
Hey, where you going with my steak knife?
Well, it's part of my act.
Give me that.
You don't understand. I'm supposed to kill my partner.
Oh, why didn't you say so? You like steak?
Burlesque is a part of it all, baggy pants, and a hat that's too small, corny jokes, and a sudden pratfall. That's entertainment.
Pardon me, my good man. Maybe you can help me out. I haven't tasted food in 3 days.
You haven't missed anything. It still tastes the same. It still tastes the same.
Laugh at me if you must. There were times when things were different. Many years ago, I was president of a bank, belonged to a country club. Politicians sought my favor. You like to hear my tale of woe?
No.
Good, then I'll tell it. While cruising around the world, my private yacht, a storm came up. I was shipwrecked on a desert island. I was the only living human being on this island. There was just me and a beautiful ostrich. As fate would have it, we fell in love and had a child. Then one day, a tidal wave swept over the island. I never saw the ostrich or my child again.
Do you mean to tell me that you married an ostrich and you had a child that was half human and half ostrich?
That's right.
Oh, Daddy!
And so, if you give them a grin, even though the material's thing, that's the show. This is where we came in, the world of it all. We all love the world of
Well, I sure want to thank all my wonderful guests, Sid Charisse, Dom Deluise, Buddy Ebsen, and Barbara McNair. And I hope you all come back next week to enjoy the talents of these great guests, Woody Allen, Kate Smith, and Kay Stevens. Meantime, you just keep all them cards and let us come in, folks. Yeah, Gene and I, we read all of them as soon as they come in. Then we tear them up and throw them in an alphabet soup so we can read them again while we're eating. And this week, I sure want to thank that little old lady who sent me those jockey shorts. Yeah, oh, yes, I'll put them on as soon as I can get them off of the jockey. And, now, you see, I'll see you all next week, and in the meantime, whoo, everybody loves somebody sometime. Oh, I'll tell you, honey, everybody loves somebody. Sometime. And I want to say,